Air travel feels routine, but behind every terminal wall and boarding gate, there are secrets airlines and airports never want passengers to discover. Billions of dollars are made each year through carefully engineered tricks, hidden fees, and psychological tactics designed to influence your every move. Today, we're exposing the 10 most shocking airport secrets that airlines hope you'll never find out. The final one will completely change how you view airport security forever. Stay tuned, and before we begin, subscribe to Epic Voyage so you never miss another insider travel guide. Chapter 1. The carpet that controls you. At first glance, plush carpet in an airport terminal feels like a small luxury in a stressful environment. But few realize it's not about comfort at all. Airports use what psychologists call cognitive friction. By switching from hard tile to thick carpet in strategic areas, especially before and after security checkpoints, they subtly slow passengers down. Why would they want that? Slowing you down gives staff more control, makes queues look orderly, and reduces the chance of confrontation. Behavioral scientists have shown that a sudden texture change beneath your feet confuses the brain just enough to trigger a slower pace. It feels like you're tired or burdened by luggage, but in reality, you're being guided by design. This trick has been tested in multiple international hubs. London Heathrow, for example, strategically carpets walkways before security lines, while Singapore's Changi Airport uses alternating flooring textures near customs and immigration to control how passengers enter and leave the space. The result? Compliance increases, while perceived waiting time actually decreases because you're distracted by the change underfoot. The next time you notice yourself shuffling more slowly through a terminal, remember, the carpet isn't for your comfort, it's for their control. Chapter 2. The Phantom Flight Game. Every year, thousands of flights take off with barely anyone on board. These are ghost flights, and they're not about passengers at all. They're about airport slots. Slots are precious permissions to take off and land at specific times. Airlines fight to keep them, because once they lose a slot, it might be gone forever. To protect them, carriers will operate flights with fewer than 10 people, or even completely empty planes, just so regulators don't take away their slot. The waste is enormous. In 2022 alone, European carriers operated more than 18,000 ghost flights, burning tens of thousands of tons of jet fuel. This practice costs airlines millions, contributes to climate emissions, and makes scheduling less flexible for real passengers. For you as a traveler, the impact is clear. Airlines may cancel your full flight, citing operational reasons, while simultaneously sending an almost empty plane down the runway to defend a slot. Convenience and customer care take a back seat to corporate strategy. Knowing this gives you insight into why certain cancellations seem nonsensical. It's not bad planning, it's a business decision, and one that always prioritizes airlines over passengers. Chapter 3. The Bathroom Bottleneck. The stampede to the first restroom after landing is practically a ritual, but the overcrowding you encounter isn't poor design, it's deliberate. Airports place the smallest, least comfortable restrooms immediately after arrivals because it creates stress. Studies in passenger psychology show that stressed travelers are 40% more likely to make impulse purchases within the first hour of landing. That crowded bathroom, with its long line and lack of supplies, primes you for the food court or overpriced shops just around the corner. By contrast, restrooms located deeper into the terminal are often larger, cleaner, and less used, but most passengers never reach them because they stop at the first one. This design funnels thousands of travelers into a mindset of discomfort and urgency, which translates directly into sales. The takeaway: walk a few extra minutes. Not only will you find cleaner facilities, but you'll also keep your head clear and resist the push to spend unnecessarily right after arrival. Chapter 4. The water fountain illusion. Water fountains are marketed as a free, eco-friendly alternative to bottled water. But behind the scenes, many are left uncleaned for weeks, turning them into breeding grounds for bacteria. Independent studies in major U.S. airports found that drinking fountains had more microbial buildup than public restroom surfaces. To make matters worse, airports deliberately reduce the number of working fountains or place them in high-traffic, less sanitary areas. Passengers grow frustrated or grossed out, leading them to purchase bottled water instead. At $4, $6 per bottle, the markup is astronomical. Meanwhile, airline and airport staff have access to filtered stations in employee-only areas. For frequent travelers, the solution is a reusable bottle with a built-in filter. With one purchase, you can bypass both contaminated fountains and the overpriced bottles. But unless you're aware of the tactic, you're far more likely to give in and spend. Chapter 5. The Overbooking Gamble. Airlines love to advertise confirmed reservations. What they don't advertise is that those confirmations are treated like lottery tickets. Nearly every major airline oversells seats, counting on a percentage of passengers not showing up. This practice can maximize revenue, but when all ticketed passengers arrive, someone has to be bumped. And data shows it's often passengers over 55 who face this outcome. Airlines gamble that older travelers are less likely to cause viral social media backlash, so they become easier targets for involuntary denial of boarding. While compensation is legally mandated, the payouts are often less than the profit airlines make from selling the extra tickets. For you, the defense is simple. Check in exactly 24 hours before departure and arrive early at the airport. Those who wait until the last minute are statistically most at risk. Overselling is legal, common, and lucrative, and it remains one of the most frustrating secrets of modern air travel. Chapter 6. The Lost Luggage Market. When your bag doesn't appear on the carousel, you assume the airline is searching tirelessly for it, but many lost bags end up sold at auction within 3 months. Unclaimed luggage is big business. Specialized companies partner with airlines to buy missing bags in bulk. These auctions can yield designer clothes, electronics, jewelry, and even family heirlooms. Despite having your contact information, airlines often claim they couldn't reach you after reasonable effort. For passengers, this is both frustrating and preventable. Packing a business card or copy of your itinerary inside your bag makes it harder for the airline to ignore ownership. Distinctive luggage tags and bright straps also reduce the chance of your bag vanishing into the resale system. The most troubling part is that this isn't rare. Entire warehouse facilities in the United States and Europe are filled with belongings once assumed lost forever. Airlines profit, while passengers are left to replace items that were never truly gone. Chapter 7. The Lounge Access Myth. Airport lounges are portrayed as exclusive sanctuaries for elite frequent flyers and wealthy travelers. But in reality, many lounges sell day passes for as little as $25 to $50. Some credit cards, even those without high annual fees, include access as a perk. Why don't airlines promote this? Because they earn more when you buy overpriced coffee, snacks and drinks in the terminal. A tired traveler paying $7 for a latte is far more profitable than one sitting in a lounge enjoying free refreshments. Even more surprising, many lounges operate below capacity during off-peak hours. Seats sit empty while passengers endure crowded gates. Apps like LoungeBuddy and Priority Pass reveal availability, but most people never learn these options exist because airlines hide them. The truth is simple. Lounges aren't nearly as exclusive as you think. Airlines want you to believe they are, so you'll stay outside, where your discomfort becomes their revenue. Chapter 8. The Early Arrival Trick. Airlines love to brag. We've landed 20 minutes early, but this is less about efficiency and more about manipulated schedules. Flight times are deliberately padded by 15 to 45 minutes. This practice makes on-time statistics look better, reduces complaint rates, and creates false goodwill. But for passengers, it often means waiting on the tarmac for gates that aren't ready. For example, a flight listed as 3 hours may only take 2 hours and 20 minutes. But by padding the schedule, the airline ensures that even if delays occur, they still report an on-time arrival. This boosts their ranking in government reports and helps them advertise reliability. Travelers can uncover the truth by checking historical flight data on platforms like FlightAware. When you see consistent early arrivals, what you're really seeing is manufactured success, not miraculous efficiency. Chapter 9. The Sleeping Pilot's Secret. One of aviation's best-kept secrets is that on long-haul flights, your pilot may be asleep. This isn't negligence, it's regulation. Controlled rest allows pilots to take turns sleeping, either in reclining cockpit seats or in hidden rest compartments above the cabin. The practice reduces fatigue, which has been linked to far more accidents than controlled napping. But airlines rarely admit this to passengers, knowing that the image of a sleeping captain could cause panic. Instead, they maintain the illusion of constant monitoring. For passengers, this secret is both reassuring and unsettling. On the one hand, it ensures your pilots are more alert during critical phases like landing. On the other, it reveals how little transparency exists between airlines and customers. Crew rest is a cornerstone of aviation safety, but it's one airlines prefer you never ask about. Chapter 10. The Security Theater. Perhaps the biggest secret of all is that much of airport security is theater. Checkpoint rituals like removing shoes, limiting liquids, and standing in body scanners serve more to reassure passengers than to stop real threats. Government audits have shown failure rates as high as 95% when undercover agents tried to sneak prohibited items past screeners. The most effective protections, federal air marshals, reinforced cockpit doors, and intelligence sharing happen entirely behind the scenes. Airlines and governments support this visible theater because it maintains passenger confidence. Billions are spent annually on checkpoints that project an image of safety while doing little to enhance it. You comply, believing you're safer, when in reality, the real work is invisible. The greatest trick isn't in the scanner or the shoe removal line. It's in making you believe inconvenience equals protection. These are 10 of the most guarded secrets airlines don't want you to know. From carpets engineered to slow you down to the security theater that masks deeper vulnerabilities. Armed with this knowledge, you can travel smarter, spend less, and resist the subtle manipulations built into every airport journey. Which of these secrets surprised you the most? Share your thoughts in the comments and join the conversation. And if you're ready for more travel revelations, subscribe to Epic Voyage and turn on notifications so you never miss the truths airlines hope you never learn. Safe travels, and we'll see you in the next journey.